Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.com.
Students, now in this video, continuation information of imbibition we will discuss later. So how water molecules are transported to the long distances, so that particular information also we will continue to discuss. So means in this video completely we will have information regarding how water molecules are transported to the long distances, that one we will see, and previous video continuation information, imbibition information we will see. Now let us have a look on the imbibition first. Now pressure that is produced by the swelling of wood or swelling of wood have been used by the prehistoric man to split the rocks and boulders. Means we see now. So for example, when we are placing the seeds in the water, 1 or 2 hours later, if you observe, no, the seeds that will get swell. So thereby when we are observing the previous structure of the seed and now if you compare, now after soaking in the water after few hours, definitely we will observe the swelling of seeds we will observe. Means there what is the condition we are observing, means definitely there some kind of a pressure is applied. So because of the absorption of water, some kind of a pressure is developed in the wood or seeds. So thereby that particular phenomenon, by using of such particular phenomenon, so prehistoric man, they have used that particular phenomenon for breaking off or for splitting off rocks and boulders. Once you see pressure that is produced by the swelling of wood have been or had been used by the prehistoric man to split rocks and boulders. Means here I told you, imbibition is a kind of special type of diffusion. So in which what is happening? So some kind of pressure is going to be developed. So at the time, so by using that particular pressure, we can use that particular pressure for breaking off rocks and boulders. Likewise, even our ancestors, means our prehistoric men, they have done or they have applied this kind of principle for breaking off, splitting of rocks as well as boulders. Now, if it were not for the pressure due to the imbibition, seedlings would not have been able to emerge out of the soil into the open. So means here, suppose if any kind of pressure is not applied, I suppose if any kind of pressure is not exerted by the process of imbibition, so how we can observe the germination of seeds, and suppose if the germination is taking place, how these seedlings will come out? Point நல்லா understanding பண்ணிக்கோங்க. What is that? Suppose by the process of imbibition, suppose if a pressure is not built up, suppose farmers, you see, they will throw the seeds and when they are keeping in the soil, so after few days we will observe the seed germination and plantlets formation. So very easily these sprouts will come out of the soil. At the time, sir, even though we are keeping or we are placing the seeds within the soil, then how these seedlings come or emerge out of the soil, sir, means that is everything because of the pressure of the imbibition. Means when the seedlings absorbs the water molecules, the structure that will be imbibed. So thereby, so because of the some kind of pressure, seeds that come or it emerge out of the soil. So that particular phenomenon we will understand first. So that's why here what is the point we are discussing? Suppose if it is or it were not for the pressure due to the imbibition, the seedlings would not have been able to emerge out of the soil into the open. I hope you understood the explanation. Now imbibition is also diffusion. Already we have seen. Imbibition is a special kind of diffusion. In previous video we have seen. Now here what we are observing, imbibition is also diffusion, since water movement is along a concentration gradient. Along a concentration gradient means, can you observe one point? Water molecules now here moving from where to where? From higher water potential to lower water potential. இப்போ seeds பார்க்கும்போது கொஞ்சம் ட்ரையாக இருக்குது. Means here இப்போ seeds or dry means the water potential is less or more? Definitely is less. At the time definitely water will move from the higher water potential to lower water potential. That's why இப்போ listen one statement clearly. அது என்னன்னா, along a concentration gradient means, what is the point you have to understand? No, water molecules movement takes place from a higher water potential to lower water potential. This entire statement you have to remember under along a concentration gradient. Ipo against to concentration gradient means opposite. Point நல்லா சேவ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. For example, along a or along with the concentration gradient means movement of or the transfer of or the movement of ions from high to low. இப்போ against to the concentration gradient means low to high. இப்போ low to high movement of ions we are observing means at the time that definitely there is a involvement of energy. Point you understood here. That's why so this particular phenomenon we are understanding. Now imbibition is a diffusion, since water movement is along with the concentration gradient, and the seeds and other such materials that have almost no water, hence they absorb water easily. Means seeds and some other kind of materials, whatever may be that materials when we are going to take, so definitely there in such kind of substances we will absorb almost there is no water. Means water will be there. Means suppose if you take a seeds 10 to 15% tani irukunum, but generally so 10 to 15% means we will consider as very less. Now almost no water, hence they absorb the water very easily. They will feel thirsty. At the time if you provide water means very happily they imbibe the water. Imbibe means absorb. So absorb word, our subject point of view we can use imbibe. Okay, next one, water potential gradient between the absorbent and the liquid imbibed essential for imbibition. Means here when the process or the phenomenon of imbibition is going to be taken place, so liquid that is imbibed by the substances means absorbent, both must be linked. Means here once you see this statement, the water potential gradient between the absorbent and the liquid imbibed essential for the imbibition, means here the definitely water potential difference also must be there. Suppose for example now only we soaked seeds in water, means after completion of water absorption, okay, somewhat level, once the absorption of water it reaches to the equilibrium, again if you are asking to absorb the seeds, or if you are asking absorption of water by the seeds, if you ask means here the seeds will not absorb the water. Why? Because already absorbs the water. Now only you ate a small thing, again you are angry, everything is completed. At the time again if they give anything to eat, at the time you will say no, I don't have interest now, I cannot eat. Likewise here also what is happening, even when the seeds are soaked for few hours, what is happening, they imbibe the water. Later even though if you provide more water molecules to those seeds, they will not absorb the or they will not absorb the water furtherly. Like means here, what is the main important phenomenon we are understanding? Water potential gradient between the absorbent and the liquid imbibed, essential for the imbibition. Definitely between these two, absorbent means what is here seed we will be considering as absorbent, and the liquid here we will be taking as imbibe. Okay, liquid imbibed, essential for the imbibition. Next one, in addition, for any substance to imbibe any liquid, affinity between the absorbent and liquid is also prerequisite, means between the. In addition, one more important point, any substance to imbibe any liquid. Now here, one substance that imbibe means that absorbs the any liquid, affinity and closeness. Distance, kammi distance arkana, the affinity we will call. Very close affinity between the absorbent, means those who will absorb the water are the absorbent and the liquid. So definitely the difference means here the gap must be very, very close, means the gap should not be there too much. Suppose in a tanni over place seeds, if you keep in another place, how seeds absorb the water? Both must be there in affinity to each other. Even that particular statement also is important. That's why here we have written it as prerequisite. Kandipa is important. Next one, information is long distance transport of water. So how water molecules transported to the long distances is the important explanation. So listen carefully, but even though it is important, very easy to understand. Now let us start to discuss now. Long distance transport of substances within the plant or within a plant cannot be diffused alone. We know very well, diffusion means the transfer of ions from the higher concentration to lower concentration we seen, but in a diffusion we have seen another statement also. What it is? Generally the process of diffusion helps for the transport of water for short distances. Did you get this point while taking my class on diffusion? So now what is the point? Diffusion process definitely helps for transport of water molecules, but for only short distances. That's why this particular statement means what is the point. Now you took through my voice, that particular point I have given in diffusion. So that's why try to remember one point. Diffusion helps for what? Transport of ions from one place to another place only, but for short distances, means thereby we are confirming, suppose if you would like to transport the water for long distances, means diffusion process is alone not suitable. My point you understand? Thereby the diffusion, and one more important, diffusion process is a slow process. Definitely, suppose if you would like to transport the water molecules from one place to another place in a small distance, means so we can depend on the diffusion, and one more, it is a slow process. Suppose huge or the long distance plants, means if the plants are only depending on the diffusion process, means so at the time it takes a lot of time to reach the water molecules at aerial parts. So at the time chance is there to die. So thereby what is my point? Now the diffusion is a slow process. It can account for only short distance. That is the meaning. And short distance movement of molecules. So for example, the movement of a molecule across the typical plant is about 50 micrometers, takes place approximately in 2.5 seconds. In 2.5 seconds of time, water, how long it distance or how long it transport, do you know? That is 50 micrometer. Just 50 micrometer means whether the particular water molecules started to move or not, we cannot find out in 2.5 seconds. Means in very that much of a slow process taking place by the process of diffusion, that eppadi water molecules reach out to the aerial parts? Cannot be. So that's why, so here for the short distances, suppose if the water molecules are transporting to the short distances, means at the time, okay, diffusion process helps, but the diffusion process is not final one for the transport of water molecules to the long distances. Sir, at the time, what is the type of another mechanism, sir, for the transport of water molecules to the long distances? Means that we will study now. Right now, in a large and complex organisms, often substances have to be moved to long distances. Suppose here plants, if you see there, no, very tall plants are there, no, on our globe. So there, the roots are there in the soil and the aerial parts, means leaves, branches, stem are there in long distances. At the time, sir, eppadi sir water molecules and food materials translocation process takes place, means now we will study everything in detailed information. Now let us start to discuss. Now sometimes the sites of production or absorption and the sites of storage are too far from each other. Read this statement by one more time. Sometimes the sites of production or absorption and sites of storage are too far from each other at the time. So the process of diffusion and the process of active transport would not suffice. Means these two processes, diffusion and active transport, not sufficient. So at the time, what is happening? First statement is, so now suppose the plant being so long, or the tall plant, if you see there, no, aerial part, suppose over 100 meters distance is there, and from the aerial part to root 100 meters distance is there, means then how these particular molecules, means what are the chemicals which are present in the plants, then how they can translocate from one place to another place? It is a very difficult, and moreover, suppose if the plants depends only on the diffusion process or active transport, definitely these two processes are not sufficient. That's why here what is happening? Special long distance transport systems become necessary. Definitely, one more time you read, special long distance transport systems become necessary. Definitely we have to, or the plant has to depend on the special long distance transport systems. So as to move the substances across the long distances and at much faster rate. Here one more point. What are the systems which are helpful or which are needed or which are necessary for the translocation of substances for long distances? So those substances translocate the materials not only for long distances, they can transfer these substances even fast rate also. Suppose, one more time you listen this statement, when you are going to take a diffusion, so diffusion is a slow process we see, and that helps for the translocation of food materials to the short distances we see. But here, what are the systems? Second statement now I am going to start. Now, what is the statement now? What are the transport systems of plants using for the translocation of water and minerals to the long distances? So, these systems helpful for the faster translocation of minerals and nutrients or substances. Means these systems helps for the long distance translocation of materials and with faster rate. That particular point you understand means in diffusion two phenomena, likewise in faster transport systems also two phenomena we are discussing, two important points. Point you understood now? Special long distance transport systems ki one important point enna, so they can transport the substances for long distances with faster rate. Point you understood now? Likewise, diffusion, if you see there, no, diffusion short distances it can transport and with slow rate. slow, the process of diffusion is slow, we see no ma adeda. Next one, water, minerals and food are generally moved by the mass or bulk flow system. This is important, nalla save pannikonga. What it is? Water, minerals and food are generally moved by a mass or bulk flow system. Amma, here I didn't underline, I forgot to underline. Why? Because it is an important one. So try to remember this point. So water, minerals and food materials generally, so thereby water and minerals translocation takes place through the xylem, and the food materials translocation takes place through the phloem. Okay, so now here all these kind of materials are generally moved by a mass or bulk flow system. This is one kind of system. This name kandipa remember pannikonga. By the end of this chapter, what is a bulk flow hypothesis, what it is importance, each and every point I will give you. Now mass flow is a movement of substances in bulk. Suppose in a bulk or in a group, like in a bulk, suppose if we are observing the movement of substances, so such particular phenomenon we will be taking from one point to another point as a result of pressure differences between the 2 points. Means here we are observing, so when the molecules or when the substances are moving from one place to another place in bulkily, means because of the differences between the 2 points. Means here where the food materials are present, right now there one kind of difference or one kind of pressure, and where the food materials are not there, one kind of pressure we will notice. So thereby when we are observing two different types of differences at 2 points, these 2 points are helpful for the translocation of substances from one place to another place. Next one, it is a characteristic of mass flow that the substances, whether in a solution or in a suspension, are swept along at the same pace as in a flowing river. So here this is also an important kind of mass flow of the substances, or whether in a solution or in a suspension, so how it will be swept. So likewise, so here we will be discussing. Next one, this is unlike diffusion. It is not like diffusion process where the different substances move independently depending on their concentration gradient. Means here it is not being like diffusion, and where the difference or different substances move independently depending on their concentration gradients. Next one, bulk flow can be achieved either through a positive hydrostatic pressure gradient, or here best example positive hydrostatic pressure, best example garden hose, and negative hydrostatic pressure gradient suction through the straw. Positive hydrostatic pressure, best example what it is, garden hose. Means here in our garden, suppose if you have motor, if you switch on the motor, water will come out from the motor and it will pump the water into the garden. This positive hydrostatic pressure. Negative hydrostatic pressure, suppose in bottle or in one container, suppose juice is there, by keeping the straw into the juice, juice will not come out through the straw, we have to suck it. So that is a suction through the straw that we will be taking as example under negative hydrostatic pressure or negative hydrostatic gradient. Next one, the bulk movement of substances through the conduction or vascular tissues of the plants is known as translocation. Means here bulk flow hypothesis, or the bulk flow of substances through the conducting or vascular tissues. So already we have seen when these molecules or when these substances are moving bulkily, definitely for this bulk movement of these substances, definitely particular complex materials or particular conducting channels or conducting tissues are required. So definitely what are the tissues are required means we know very well. For the conduction of water and minerals, so xylem members are required. For the conduction of food materials, which one phloem is required. Emma, now when the materials are translocating from the one place to another place, no, that particular phenomenon only we are calling as translocation. Already in the starting of the chapter we started to discuss. Emma, we discussed, no, translocation means the place is changed. Emma, translocation. So somewhat our 5 lines of information, a continuation is there. In the next video, let us complete that one and let us start the another concept what we have to discuss.